Hey, Stu from UAVfutures here, and today, my voice sounds so weird sometimes when I'm doing that. Today, we're going to be checking out, this is part 2, so part 2 of the review of the Foxtech, of the Screamer from Foxtech FPV. In part 1, and I'll leave a little link somewhere, there'll be a card somewhere down here, hopefully. In part 1, we sort of pulled it apart, stuck it on the bench, looked at the ESCs and the motors, and sort of talked about some of the things we did like about it and some of the other things. But now, I've taken it out, I've given it a bit of a fly, and I gotta say, it performed a lot better than I thought it was. Look, there's some things that, yeah, you know, it definitely does have some problems, but it was a blast when you use this booster, the booster button on the back. It was so much fun. It felt like a totally different experience. It actually felt like I was flying a plane, so it was pretty crazy, but also pretty fun. Now, this one's just a real short introduction because I am going to roll the flight footage and talk over that, talk about some issues that we had. But I did have some issues with the VTX and definitely with the camera, but you'll see that anyway. Alright, let's cut to the flight footage and I'll start talking over the top of that. Rightio, so here it is, and this is it just hovering. I think I hit the boost to like maybe a third or something, so this is about like 3/4 of power of the booster button. I don't know what to call it, or the booster prop. But just something I did notice, and the camera angle was pretty much at dead on flat, so there was no tilt in this, and it felt really weird when I wasn't pushing that booster button, trying to move forward. And its center of gravity was very, very heavy towards the back. I had a huge amount of trim just trying to keep it forwards, or I guess keep it level in a hover. Now right here I do hit the booster button and it absolutely rockets when you do that. It had so much power, I guess, coming from that 5th motor at the back, so it was really, really fun to just fly around when you've got that sort of booster pack on full blast, but it felt a little bit weird in the corners as well. Now you can definitely tell why it's called the Screamer, because it was absolutely screaming when it was flying around. It was so loud. So if you're after something that's a little bit quiet, definitely don't be checking one of these out. And another thing too, when you're in the turns and that sort of back prop was going, it felt really weird, like not like the opposite of like washing out, I guess. It felt like it was really pushing you around. Right here I wanted to see if you can climb vertical, and you can, but it's really hard to tell that when you've got no sort of object of reference in the sky. So I think I turn around and I give that another crack right here, and I had to get my mate Perry, who was spotting, and you can definitely see how much higher I come out after this vertical climb. So it seems like it was going straight up, and I'm already up here. So that, and keep in mind that that's at a 0-degree angle on the camera, so that's all coming from the back. Now, durability was a massive issue, so I have a little crash that happened here. Wasn't even that bad, I'll leave that up to you to decide, but the camera came out, and it was, I guess the antenna was sort of ripped off or a bit bent, so that's right here. I'll let you watch this one. I really like that boost, you can see just how fast it's going, and then, boop, we had a bit of a crash. And I purely think that crash, that was just a result of a flat battery, because I was thrashing this thing around, and I probably wasn't paying enough attention to how much battery or juice this was sucking down with that big 5th motor on the back. But I'll cut to a little shot of what the camera was like after I went and picked it up. Rightio, so you can see the camera pretty much just fell out on that first little crash, so we definitely need to be checking out that double-sided tape. So there it is, there's the review of the Screamer from Foxtech FPV, and I gotta say, I really like what they tried to do and where they went. There's just a couple of issues we've got in terms of durability that they need to fix up. Definitely fix this camera, and they definitely need a bit of a better placement for the VTX. So a few things, and it's also kind of heavy, but it was a really, really fun flying experience, and I had a massive smile on my face the whole time. And it just felt totally different. It was a very, very new experience flying this thing around. Anyway, I'm giving this thing away too to some of my Patreon supporters, so definitely check that out if you're interested in maybe this turning up in the mail, so it shouldn't be on my wall too much longer. Subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying! It sounded totally different as well, which was kind of cool. It really does scream. This isn't the Screamer, this was just a little bit of bonus footage right here, but this dog just randomly turned up when I was flying around one of my other quads, so it just wanted to run. Don't know where it came from, or I don't know where its owner was during any of this time, so I was a little bit worried for it actually, because I didn't want to leave without finding its owner.
I don't know whose dog that is.